my name's Mark Crowther, and I'm here from a cold Bradford in England. Hello, Maxim, who is in New York. Hello. You hear me?
Hello, everybody. Yes, I do.
Go ahead. Sorry, first round of the London Chess Classic, and we've got Nakamura against Giri, Adams against Caruana, and Kramnik against Anand. And Maxim Dlugy is here to explain the games. They're just sitting down at the board. We're watching the live coverage. We're seeing the back of Malcolm's head. And the first move is about to be made. So, what do you make of this tournament, Maxim?
Well, it's an interesting tournament. It's very short, and so yesterday's the blitz that they had the other day was very important because out of 5 games, the top 3 seeded get 3 whites. So 3 whites out of 5 games is a big difference, of course. And the winners, Kramnik, Adams, Nakamura, and Kramnik in that by tiebreak in that order are clearly happier than their opponents at this point. And interestingly enough, in today's round, if we look at the blitz results, then in the same pairings that we have today, all the players that had white won their games. So Kramnik actually played Knight f3 against Anand, and already we see that he's played d4 today. Nakamura won a very nice game in the super complicated Botvinnik variation, where he sacrificed a piece and more to mate Giri, although missing mate him 2 a couple of times before finally finishing him off. And Adams won a spectacular game actually against Giri, against Adams against Caruana. I mean, where he really outplayed them in the most amazing positional style. I urge you all to actually take a look at that game. It's a brilliant positional game in the Sicilian, where Adams really displayed, his positional acumen amazingly.
Being an Englishman, I know that Adams. Being an Englishman, I know that Adams is a bit of a speed freak himself, but I was going to ask you, what do you make of the fact that the world #1 rapid player, Fabiano Caruana, is so horrible at blitz? Do you have any explanation for that?
I don't know. I mean, I think he need, I think all different people work on different rhythms, and so in some way, some people just need like an extra 5 seconds to consider a move, and in blitz you don't get those 5 seconds, so your moves go down drastically. I've played Caruana twice in the Aeroflot tournament, and those were my only 2 draws. And after that, I said, "Are you some sort of like Schlechter or something? What's going on? Why am I playing only you?" But he is clearly someone who needs to improve his blitz game, because blitz is going to be important, obviously, in the coming years, and it's getting more and more important as we see even in this tournament. Getting an extra white is probably maybe worth like an extra place in this tournament, actually, because you can, if you don't need to really risk with white, and if you need after a bad loss, if you need a little rest, you can get it with white. Play a game without much risk. So it's a huge deal. I mean, getting top 3 in that tournament, even though the results weren't that spectacular. Actually, the top 3 players, from what I gathered, basically scored +2. I mean, the calculation, was 3 for a win, 1 for a draw, and they scored 17 out of 30. So I imagine they won 5 and drew 2, and lost 3. So +2 is not a huge score in the blitz tournament by any means.